Alright, everybody. It has been 8 years since the release of Slay the Spire, and now we have Heat. Let's see, am I able to change my name? I'm right-clicking. Okay, I guess we'll just be playing his profile one, the Ironclad, last soldier of the Ironclads. Brushes flows with sword and flame against his will. This looks like it's your first time playing Slay the Spire. We'll get the tutorial. Unfortunately, it looks like the first run in early access is seeded. So many of the things will be the same as what I have already seen from other content creators. Cards cost energy to play. At the start of your turn, you draw new cards and you get more energy. Play defensive cards to gain block. Block reduces damage but wears off. You can observe an enemy's intent. Now I'm happy to take 7 here because we're going to be healing 6. Especially because I knew that we were going to get many strikes this turn. And your discard pile shuffles into your draw pile when you are run out of cards to play. Now, the setup strikes seem interesting. It's a little better than a regular strike, and you get 2 strength to use for the remainder of the turn. I'm going to take Tremble, apply 2 vulnerable, just because from what I have seen, the Ironclad has many new cards that synergize with Tremble. So we can take out this fella. Honestly, we can take out that fella with just 2 strikes. So we can vulnerable this guy and then just strike this guy twice. And they've got all these new animations are so crisp. Like all the enemies have animations. I have new animations. We can take out the leaf slime. They have new icons. They don't just have the debuff icon when they're going to give you status cards. It's all pretty slick. Oh, and slime now draws a card. It doesn't just exhaust. I'm feeling pretty confident that we're going to be able to kill this guy next turn. Actually, no, we won't. Actually, yes, we will. Actually, no, we won't. But we can block. And next turn, we should be able to kill this fella. Power cards apply a buff to you. Buffs remain for the duration of a combat. I like Anger from what I have seen of the Vanta. So we can take that. I know I haven't really been looking at all of everything I should be looking at. Let's see. I feel like we can go this way. 3 combats helps us build our deck. We have a couple of campfires and then we can try for an elite. Honestly, if we're really low HP, we can come this way. Go up here, get 2 campfires almost in a row. This fella's interesting. It's the Shrinker Beetle. Intends to apply a debuff to us. What's interesting about the Shrinker Beetle is that in the previous game there was a relic called Preserved Insect, and it made elite combats, they would actually physically be smaller on the screen, and they would just have less HP. They wouldn't, do less damage. But this fellow looks a lot like the Preserved Insect that we saw. So we can just kill him, net 6 HP this fight. Potions. You can get a fire potion. This is what I was talking about. So Iron Wave is the same as the last game. Obviously, the card art's a little different. This is a lot of damage, but exhausting the top card of one's draw pile seems a little unpredictable and also unnecessary. Given that we have 2 vulnerable cards, I'm going to take Dismantle. And then these guys, the end of our act, we're going to be fighting Vantum. Um, these guys are a lot similar to Vantum with their slippery buff. Except Vantum has 9 at the start of combat. So, for now, I would like you to be dead, but we should probably, let's see, we're taking a total of 12 damage. Let's just defend, defend, and then smack ya. Maybe it would have been a good idea to apply vulnerable so we could use our dismantle, yeah. So anger's an easy, just get rid of somebody's slippery. And we can kill ya. No, no defense this turn. So honestly, what if we just do this? And I'm not the biggest fan of the fire potion, so we can just get rid of that fellow right there. And this is more than enough damage to just ice ya. 12 damage to all enemies costs 1 less for each attack played this turn. Now, given that we have anger, that'll lower the cost of this without costing us any energy. So, like, I could play my angers and then maybe play this for 1 and just play my entire hand. Armaments is a good first upgrade, though, because it upgrades every card in your hand. So, I like taking armaments, and also we've been taking attacks and offensive things, so to me it kind of makes sense to... We can armaments our anger so that every anger that gets produced for the rest of combat deals more damage. Let's keep you vulnerable because we haven't drawn dismantle yet. And you should be pretty dead next turn. Rage, it's kind of funny. Rage goes well with anger. Whenever you attack this turn, gain block. So we can rest to gain HP. We're already basically at full, so we may as well upgrade. And armaments is a great first upgrade because it starts upgrading all our other cards. Okay, so we can kill any one of these guys. This guy is going to be debuffing us, so we could get rid of the debuff, but then we won't be able to block this 11. So I kind of want to just take this fella out. Okay, pretty terrible draw, but we're only taking 13. Bro has a pet pig. If we do this, then this will be 8 plus 9 plus 9 is enough to kill. 8 plus 9 plus 9 is 18. Plus 8 is... Okay, well, we're definitely doing this. I don't think I have enough to kill this guy, because he has effectively 27, and I would only be able to do 26, so... So it's possible I could have played this turn better, but that's alright. This should be plenty. Draw is great with armaments. True Grit is good, Uppercut's good. I kind of just like taking more draw because we don't have any draw currently. And I've been seeing a lot of people taking the Burdonus egg to hatch it into this boss. I mean, 7 max HP is kind of great, and I kind of don't. It's probably the move to take the Burdonus egg, if I'm being completely honest. I want to target the guy that's giving himself strength. Yeah, 'cause now Fella will be closer to being dead. Oh, I did not mean to do that. What is the upgrade to 3 vulnerable? Okay. We can just smack ya. Can see what we draw. Armaments defend means we're blocking for everything but one. That's all we could block this turn. Now hopefully we get... Obviously we don't need a block, but... See what we can draw. This should be enough to just, yeah, kill ya. I kind of like bloodletting. Whirlwind was interesting there, but relics are found in chests. Thank you very much. This gives us 4 plating, which just gives us a flat 4 block at the end of our turn. Decreased by 1 each turn. Here, what's the upgrade here? 10 damage twice. I kind of feel like just upgrading Battle Trance just to draw more cards, because that's our only source of draw, and we can go into our first combat. And the reason why I took Bloodletting is because we have the Battle Trance to draw. So here, with this many cards in hand, I definitely want to just lose a little to be able to do more this turn. And what's this? At the end of your turn, gain 1 strength. So let's just make sure that you stay vulnerable. Okay, we can block for enough like this. And I guess I didn't have to use another defend, but I didn't draw any other attacks. Okay, so we're definitely going to do this. And then we can... We're gaining 2 block at the end of our turn. This gives us 3. This would give us another 3, another 3. That would take us up to 9, blocking for 11. This takes us up to 11, and then we're only taking 2 here. And you're still vulnerable, and I don't think I've drawn Dismantle yet. I probably have, so we can just smack you twice, and honestly, that's a pretty good elite combat. Block Potion, start each combat with 1 strength. Higher seems like the move, and we should try to get some more draw. So we can definitely Battle Trance into armaments. And then I don't have any reason to use Bloodletting this turn, because I think I can already easily block for enough with just that. Okay, kind of not the best turn, but that's alright. Now we are Tangled. Attacks cost an additional energy this turn. So we can definitely do this first. Armaments to gain block. Gain another 8. We're blocking for 1 less than enough. So if we just keep you vulnerable, that should be perfectly fine. Perfect. This is good with Vira, because Vira applies to each of the 3 individually. We definitely want you to not be around anymore. We can smack you and block for enough. Getting spored. Definitely want to smack you. And then just because I feel like our potion chance is increasing, I'm just going to use my shield potion. Probably could have used the strength potion to make sure that I got a kill there. Kind of annoying that we can't bash you, but we could have bloodletting, but I don't think we need to lose 3 HP just to not take damage to this fella. It's definitely battle trance. This blocks for enough, and then we can just hit ya. Yeah, and it's looking like we're going to be able to end this combat without having taken the 3 HP loss that I would have taken from um, bloodletting. And we did get another defensive potion, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Here, I don't need 2 angers, because the second I play 1 anger, I have 2 angers. So Pommel Strike is just a really good, utility attack card to have. Um, Definitely wanna... Oh, you have Artifact. We want you to be vulnerable, though. This, we're blocking for 1 less than enough, so I'd rather just do more damage than spend an energy on a block. So our turn kind of plays itself here, where we only have enough energy to do all that, and it also blocks for enough. And I'm thinking we should be dead here. Yep. I did say I wanted more draw, so I think we can take Burning Pact. And then here with 67 health, I feel like Pyre will be really good in boss fights to have upgraded. So now we can fight the Bantam. Um, Vulnerable isn't as important as just hitting you to get rid of your slippery. And call me crazy, but I kind of want to use this here while we have 4 plating, because I feel like just having more plating will be more beneficial. And now we're blocking for 11 per turn. So we're pretty much already almost blocking for enough here. I want to upgrade all of these cards. We can gain 3 energy. Play Pyre. We're blocking for plenty. Let's go Burning Pack just to get rid of Defend. Oh, but I can't draw anymore. So yeah, we'll say that it was just to get rid of a Defend. And it's definitely not that I forgot. So now bro's gonna hit me really hard. So, oh, and I have 5 energy per turn, so I can just play everything in my hand. Definitely would have been better to do this first, and then this. Yeah, and then the strike, and then dismantle. We're wounded now, but bro is no longer slippery. Let's keep you vulnerable and just keep smacking you. You gonna give yourself strength? Yep. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We have enough energy to play all of these, but let's exhaust a basic strike so that we can hit more with armaments. Let's draw more cards. Definitely would like to dismantle you, and then we can just defend for everything. I mean, we'll be getting a full heal here at the end, so I probably could have just focused him down a little harder. Let's draw more cards. Rage for more block. Nice. I did see this. Transform all attacks in your hand into giant rock. Deal 16 damage. With all of our draw, this is an interesting skill. Thrash is also interesting. Deal 4 damage twice. Exhaust a random attack in your hand and add its damage to this card. Now, this will help us just clear out regular starter strikes, and thankfully Tremble is a skill, so we'll still be able to apply Vulnerable. I kind of want to take Thrash here, even though Primal seems fun. Okay. Oh, and you'll notice that we did not get a boss relic, and that's because the boss relics have been replaced by this new node here, where a random, I think they're called Eternals? That might be a Marvel thing. They still might be called Eternal. Upgrade 4 cards. Spend 5 gold to gain an energy. I don't feel like this is worth it. If I were to upgrade 4 cards, there is a greater chance it would land on one of my new cards than it would land on my basic cards. So I kind of like just upgrade 4 cards. This is a really big power spike, but the relics go away. You know what, screw it. Let's take this just because I haven't seen it. Okay, so they will melt away from left to right. So I want to take Whetstone first. Yeah, because Whetstone will upgrade 2 random attacks, and then afterwards it's just useless. So we can take that, upgrades 2 starter strikes. Kind of makes Thrash better, but could have hit better targets. Start of your third turn, gain 1 strength and 1 dex. That's decent. I kind of like Bag of Prep better than both of these. So I'm probably going to be taking Bag of Prep last, so it melts last. I feel like we could take Bowler Hat, because additional gold will be nice, but I don't really need it. Sparkling Rouge will help us in fights, and that'll help us even more, I think. So where would I like to go now? Let's look at elites. We can get 2 elites if we go to the right or to the left. Looks like the max we can get is 2 elites. Given that I have 435 gold, I kind of want to go to a shop, so let's go this way. The Thieving Hoppler. Okay, here I want to start by doing this. Just exhaust a card, draw some more. It's definitely Rage, and then I think we can block for everything with Bloodletting. Rage will... Oh, I played it. That's fine. That gives us 3, 3, 3, and then this lets us block for everything. And he's going to take a card, or he's going to apply an affliction to our card, which in this case is taking a card. You are vulnerable, so we're going to hit you. Perfect. Didn't take any damage. Take back my stolen card. Though, notably, one could choose to skip the card that was stolen. Out of these, I mean, my AoE is kind of struggling, so I feel like Breakthrough could be good. The oldest person you've ever seen. It's Ranwood. This is the guy. So this guy in Slay the Spire 1, he would approach you. He was wearing a hoodie. He definitely looked a lot, less old than this. Hmm. Um, I did say that I like the Bag of Prep, but 2 random relics and they're permanent seems better. I like having my Strength Potion. Okay. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, draw a card. That sounds great. At the start of each boss combat, heal 25 HP. Well, at least we gave him something digestively inert to eat. Okay. At the end of your turn, one random attack in your hand is played against a random enemy. That's decent with rage. This is I feel like another battle trance is like insanely less good than your first battle trance, because if your first battle trance draws your second battle trance is useless because you can't draw additional cards. Second one is a great block source. This is an amazing draw source, and we have many ways to gain energy. This is the same as it was before. Upgrade just makes it 0. Gain 13 block, retain your... So this used to be a defect card. Gain 50 block. If you take unblock attack damage this combat die. Okay, well, I'm definitely not going to take that. That's interesting. Regal Pillow came from the last game. The first hand you draw each combat is upgraded. That would have been good with Bag of Prep. At the end of combat, upgrade all card rewards if you took no damage. So, similar to this one, where I just took a card that deals AoE damage at the price of 1 HP damage to ourselves. I don't really want to take either of these. I definitely would like to remove a basic strike, I think. Draw cards until you draw a non-attack card seems amazing. Retain your hands for 2 turns. Upgrades all cards in your hand for the remainder of combat. I feel like we can just save the rest. Reduce all damage taken and HP lost by exoskeleton to 9. So we can't hit him harder than 9. We don't have a way to apply vulnerable, so I feel pretty happy with Thrash taking 8 damage and dealing 12 damage twice. Although, I mean, that would really, for this fight, that would only increase it to 9. 9 damage twice. This is already 9 damage twice. So maybe we just gain energy for the future and end our turn. Okay, you have more strength, so I would like for you to die. Let's definitely upgrade everything in our hand. Make you vulnerable, though your exoskeleton kind of makes this only about the same. We can lose a little bit more to hit them a little harder. These are all upgraded thanks to armaments, so we can just smack ya, smack ya, smack ya. And you can see how the sparkling rogue or rouge um didn't really do anything until the fight was practically won anyway, so I probably should have put that to the left of bowler hat. Gain 2 strength, enemy gains 1 strength. I feel like this is a skip because I already have a bunch of cards in my deck and I'd rather get to my vulnerable synergies more quickly. Okay, you not hitting me makes me want to just get my energy gain going as soon as possible. Tender. Whenever you play a card, lose 1 strength and dex this turn. Okay. Let's hit you hard while we still have strength. I could have hit again with pommel, but I could say that I didn't want to draw a card I couldn't play, right? Definitely would like to do this first before it's less damage 3 times. This would either take this 9 damage or this 6 damage, so I feel like that's great. It took a basic. And we're taking a lot of damage here, but I feel like we've already done a lot of damage, so... Then let's see if we can draw more cards just to play more attacks to get more block. That doesn't do anything, but it does give us block. Also gives us block. Now, if I lose the 3 HP, I can deal 3 times 1.5 is 5 damage to this guy. And it nets us, or I guess it's 4. It nets us the same HP loss, which is apparently no HP lost. Yeah, I feel like that wasn't bad. We took a lot of damage on one turn, but feed is pretty amazing. Yeah, let's take feed. I think in the back of my mind, I did already know that I was going to be getting feed this run, but I forgot until I saw it again. So this guy, from what I can tell, kind of just alternates. He sits there and gives himself thorns, and then when he has thorns, he hits really hard. So we can rage so that we can break through, even though it deals 5 damage to us from his thorns, but it gives us 5 shield from rage, so it's kind of a net neutral there. And he shoots out all his thorns. All his spines, rather. I feel fine if Thrash takes the damage of any of these. Like, I'd hate to lose Pommel Strike more than anything, and I should have applied Vulnerable first. Definitely Battle Trance. This seems like the type of combat where 21 damage twice doesn't kill you. Perfect. That could have exhausted feed, so I probably shouldn't have done it in that order, but we're able to gain 3 max HP off of that. Gambler's Brew is pretty incredible. I think I'd rather... Power Potion could be so many things. Setup Strike is definitely something I want to have with Anger, I think. So... let's see what this Power Potion is. I like just gaining 2 strength for free. That's pretty sick. We can rage. I don't like just taking 8 damage. I feel like we'll be fine if we take 8 damage. We haven't seen feed yet. So I like having this guy at a low HP. We can definitely do this, and then this kills the small guy. Yeah, and then we can just hit ya. He's gonna tunnel. Block is not removed at the start of Tunneler's turn. Stunned if all block is removed. So, can we deal 32 damage? This does 21 damage. This does, yeah. So we can definitely stun you, so we don't have to worry as much about the damage you were dealing. And now we would just really love to set up being able to get a feed off. So let's battle trance. This seems like the type of scenario where we just don't play Pyre and we just tank the, draw loss. This relic is melted. Okay. 8 damage twice gets you lower but doesn't kill you. I think feed is now fatal against you if it has the same values as it did last time. This deals 10 damage, and we could possibly draw feed off of this. We can just get armaments to upgrade everything. See, now this is really annoying. 18 damage twice just kills you. We can do this because it doesn't kill you quite yet. This is 13, this is 14. So if we do this first, then this will kill you. Is there a way to do that better where I don't have to lose HP? If we do 13 and then 14, that does 27. You have effectively 24. Nice. I don't think I need another Tremble or Breakthrough. Havoc is kind of not that great unless you have a good setup for it, and I feel like we're in a good position to try to shoot for an elite. If you play all 3 types of cards, gain a strength and a dex. Okay. And whenever we hit this guy, we get dazed. I definitely want to get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. I'd love to be able to block, but if nothing else, I feel like gaining 2 strength is good enough. Should probably just drink this. Unfortunately, no way to make him vulnerable, but we do have, 3 dazes down here that we don't just want to draw into entirely. So I feel like this turn we can just gain block. Okay. With you not dealing damage to me, I'd rather just gain more energy per turn and we can just call it there. And I'm wondering if this card art is depicting the enemy here. Because that doesn't look like any of the characters in the game. Let's exhaust a basic strike. Definitely want you vulnerable. Okay, we're taking a lot here. "21 damage twice is great. Oh, but he now puts 2 dazes into my discard pile every time I hit him. 30 damage twice just kills you though. So I feel like this is a situation where we don't really want to feed and we'll just take what we can get. Flame Barrier is amazing. It would have been great in that battle, honestly. But just a really big block card. And we can go this way, and if we need to, we can dodge the second elite. You guys have 2 artifacts. I'm feeling a little bit low HP, so I kind of want to try to block rather than just taking hits to the face. I feel like we can probably kill this guy. Because this does... Ah, but it's so hard to end with the feed. Start here. Oh, and you have artifact. 3 HP, but being able to play more attacks gives us more. And this only does 14 damage. Ah, that's frustrating. This kills you though. We don't get to feed this combat. Definitely flame barrier and just smack ya. I kind of like the alternating attack debuff pattern these fellas have. I don't think we need to lose the 1 HP to kill this guy next turn. I should have armaments first. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. Gain 1 energy for each attack in your hand. So, like, good when I draw a lot of attacks, worse than useless when I don't draw any. This feels really good with Rage. Or Paint. This is a great, those are both amazing upgrades, and it makes me feel like I could be okay fighting the elite. First time infested prism takes attack damage each turn, the attacker gains energy. Energy is used to play cards from your hand. Well, I already knew that part. I would love to set up Strike Sword Boomerang, but I feel like this is I can, so I have effectively 4. Yeah, so I can do this, which gives me 1 energy back that I can use to play this. And I take 16, I take 12 here. Hand plays itself, we block for enough, we deal some good damage. 9 times 3. We're definitely drawing here. Definitely gonna Flame Barrier, but it may have made more sense to hit him first just to ensure that we had enough. block. I would like for you to remain vulnerable, and we can pillage. Oh, I can't draw additional cards this turn. Whatever. Um, we take 3 here, but I'm feeling pretty alright about that. Deals 18 damage to you. Definitely want to do this so that this targets our strike. We can then Burning Pact our basic defend. Deal 18 damage to you? Yeah. Okay, so pretty much we either draw feed here, or we don't get feed off. Okay, this looks like we're not going to get feed off, but that's alright. Next attack you play does triple damage. Seems pretty good with feed. Lose 1 HP, exhaust 1 card, gain 1 strength. What is your upgrade? Gain 2 strength. Whenever you lose HP on your turn, gain 2 strength. That is good with bloodletting and breakthrough. It's also good with this card. I like exhausting a card. That seems worthwhile. Oh, now I gotta fight 4 of these fellas. Which that only does 9 damage to each enemy. I would love to have Flame Barrier, because these guys are doing multi-attacks. We are definitely doing this. Just said how much I'd love to have Flame Barrier. That actually blocks for enough and takes out this fella and this fella. So this seems like definitely the type of fight that we could stall in order to get feed off. Let's just draw through our pile more quickly. I kind of want to save. No, I want you to be below 9. Or I guess rather on 1. Okay, so now our goal is to block for enough. Do I want to take 10 in the HP for the potential of drawing feed? Probably not. What relic just went off? Oh, it just melted. Yeah. I would honestly take another Rage Plus. I feel like it's been great for getting block. Heal me for 27 max HP. Definitely gonna lose 1 HP. Exhaust, defend. We want you to be vulnerable, but I also want to get off my pyre. Oh, perfect. Nice. Yeah, I saw this before, but it is pretty shocking to see for the first time. Get farther away. Increase sandpit by 1. Increase the cost of this card by 1. Sandpit. In 4 turns, you will be eaten and die. So, basically all of that to say, if this ever reaches 0, we will be killed instantly. That being said, let's see if we can not have that happen. We can play all the cards in our hand. I don't want to play feed yet. Okay. I want you to be vulnerable. I want to have 2 strength this turn. I want to hit you really hard. Gains 2 strength. Okay. Definitely a flame barrier type moment. Definitely would like dismantle to be upgraded if we're going to use it. This would exhaust this. This will exhaust to nothing. We should be alright. So in 2 turns we will be eaten and die. Wonderful. And these now cost, well, I guess I still have 1 that costs 1. Let's rage so that we gain block, and when we gain block it deals damage. I feel like we're not going to die here, but this also feels like the type of thing where we're not going to be able to get off our feed. Definitely brand. Exhaust the basic one. We can hit you, we can hit you. Is feed in here? Feed is in here. And we're not dying, and we can probably kill next turn. So I'm not going to kill him just yet. I'm just going to give myself a little bit more time to hopefully be able to get off feed. And we do. And we just discovered an epoch. "50% less damage from vulnerable enemies" seems good because we have some vulnerable synergy. Gain 5 block. Whenever you gain block, deal damage to a random enemy. Also feels good with rage. I kind of like Colossus though. And we get to see this fella. At the start of your turn, add a random attack into your hand. It costs 0. Every 4 cards you play, draw a card. Hey, it's my club. It's my club. 'Cause I'm the Ironclad. Instinct. Decrease the cost of this card by 1. 3 attacks in my deck. Well, I did just take Colossus, so it'd be nice if this cost 1 less. Likewise, same here. That being free would be good. This being free would be good. Raffle would be good. I kind of like this, and it kind of sounds crazy, but Bash, Dismantle, Feed we can only play once, ever. Definitely not putting it on basic strikes. Pommel Strike just being free and giving us draw sounds nice. Although Setup Strike also sounds nice. Oh, and enchanting is a new thing in this game. Okay, let's see. What kind of elite action can we get going on? There's a 3 elite path if we go this way. I do like this shop too, so let's go here. Now, these fellows are kind of scary. But let's see, this one, lose 2 max HP, lose 2 max HP, so we definitely want you to die first. Lose 2 max HP. Dang. Alright, I would like you to be vulnerable, because I can't really block. Apparently I can block. Why are you blue? You're not functionally different, right? You are not functionally different. Okay, let's Burning Pact our pommel. I think this might be the type of scenario where we just block. And they're both going to have 2 strength, I'm pretty sure, at the end of this turn. So we can just start working on the guy with less HP. We lost HP there. Feel like we can get rid of basic strike because sword boomerang does more than it anyway. Especially now that we have... Okay, definitely want this, want this, want this. If we flame barrier, you're both gonna take damage from hitting me. And then if I tremble you... And I'm taking 28 here, so we're definitely getting block. Okay. So this is another scenario where we're gonna try to set up a feed. But we did not draw any block cards, so we probably just have to kill. And I think I did lose 2 max HP there, but we will survive. We can skip all of those. We already have basically one of each of those. Letter opener's nice. I feel like we often play skills. I would definitely take a waffle. I feel like inflame could be good. Okay, weak potion, power potion, strength potion. We can remove another basic strike. Gain block, apply vulnerable sounds great. Gain 2 strength. Sounds good. I feel kind of weird buying the waffle given that I'm already at max HP, so I wouldn't get any benefit from the heal. I'd only get benefit from the max HP. If you lost HP this turn, draw a card. That seems worthwhile. And then honestly, potion belt and just give me all of these. Mans has a gun. At the start of the player's turn, turret operator gains 25 block. Thankfully we drew flame barrier. This guy's hitting me for 15. But we can throw this. He's only hitting me for 10, so I'm blocking everything. We can smack ya. I mean, that doesn't do anything, but... And then this deals 30 damage to this fella. And I like that you are weakened still. So we definitely want to rage before we pommel strike. We can armaments to gain more block, exhaust. Let's exhaust a basic strike because I do want to defend this one. And we're blocking for plenty, and this guy seems really feedable. This probably kills. Of course it doesn't. We can battle trance. Draw a bunch of cards. You're not going to have any block next turn. I could just kill you here. I could apply 1 vulnerable, even though it won't be there next turn. Can't gain any cards and I can't block for 20. Apply 1 weak and 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That sounds great. I feel like we could take another Tremble. And we're at almost max HP, so let's go for another Elite. Oh my god. Okay, so usually you want to kill the fella that's going to be applying debuffs to you. Get rid of a strike. Can armaments. I feel like you are going to be hitting me for a lot in the future. And this feels like it could be a power potion angle. Add a copy of the third attack you play each turn into your hand. Let's take Rupture. Taking a lot here. What did you just afflict me with? Add Ethereal to this card. While Spectral Knight is alive, all your cards are Ethereal? Ah, y'all. Okay. I don't know if I even want to draw cards. I have Bloodletting, so I feel like it's worth it. You cost 0. I definitely want to use this. We can get rid... No, that's a good AoE card. We can get rid of this strike. Do I have a way? I have a way to make you vulnerable, and now breakthrough hits for a lot. We can bloodletting to keep Colossus around. And I don't... Nice, that just kills him. Okay, perfect. We actually didn't lose any cards there, except the ones that I deliberately... All your cards are downgraded. Okay, well we can definitely do this. And then this just kills you. So we do this first, so that when we gain block, this fella takes more damage. So this was like a 2 support type fight, and I did use a potion here, but it ended up not being the worst. I think I'd probably just kill you. Gain an energy, gain an additional energy at the start of your next 3 turns. At the start of your 3rd turn, gain 3 energy. Did I take the rupture? Or was that a potion? I think that was a potion. Yeah. In that case, I think I'm good to skip those cards. Frog Knight, and you intend to apply a debuff to me. Fortunately, we just take a lot here. Candelabra gives us more power, more energy rather. We can exhaust one of these to draw more. Flame Barrier is not going to do anything this turn. Draw 2 cards. Do I have a way to make you vulnerable? No, I do not. So we can exhaust or defend. Can hit you for 0. And then I guess just hit you again. You gave yourself plating. Or you already had plating. I should have noticed that. 5 strength. Okay, give me block. Draw me cards. I would be happy for Thrash to exhaust my breakthrough. And then we can just give you more vulnerable. Take a little D there. Definitely fine to just, well, okay, let's do this first. And then I'm fine if Thrash wants to get rid of Sword Boomerang. I can't draw more cards this turn. Yeah, why do I keep forgetting? It's literally a card effect that I should have used Brand too. Is Feed Feed isn't here, but I think I just saw it. This does 18 damage, and I am pretty confident I'll be able to deal 17 damage next turn, even if I don't draw Feed. Definitely want to do. Why did that deal so much? So this actually goes pretty well with Radiant Tincture. Start of your turn, put a random attack from your discard pile into your hand and upgrade it. Yeah, I mean, I like that. Who are we fighting? We're fighting Queen? Freddie Mercury, no! You are my brother! Do I keep going for elites? Honestly, let's see what these 2 events are. I feel like that's worth it. I feel like another happy flower. It's funny because these are like relic question mark question mark. Um so they're kind of like the relics, but Mango gives you 14 max HP, at least in the last game. This one's the same. Do I have any more? I mean, I could go to that one. I feel like I don't need anything else. Add a clumsy to your deck. Obtain a random relic. Lose 6 HP, gain 44 gold. Let's get a random relic. I like Oddly Smooth Stone. I think it worked with Rage last time. I like this being innate. It also makes us get off feed a whole bunch, which I hadn't considered. Okay. Let's start with the battle trance into an armaments. If I rage, I can. I'm definitely blocking for enough here, so I can do this, this, and then hit you real hard. And then my plating gives me the rest of my block. You intend to summon monsters. Definitely want to do this. We can do that into this. Exhausting a defend. I kind of want, well, Thrash is going to be in my discard pile no matter what. But I want you to be dead. Probably should have set up strike first. Then we can just smack you. You just summon a dude every time. Yeah, I definitely do not mind Pommel coming back. We can apply some more vulnerable to you, draw a ton of cards. And I guess just hit you, gain block. Have we drawn feed yet? We have not. So I can pretty much just flame barrier and then strike. Well, if I break through, that doesn't kill you. But it does enough damage to... I forgot you were vulnerable, so that did 50% more damage. Dex potion. I don't think we need the strength potion. Gain another 8 block. We can skip here. Honestly, I'm kind of scared, and I feel like I could probably beat the boss. So, enemy loses 10 strength this turn. See, there's the real blood vial. Oh, and it's heal 2. It's not heal 1. Add a copy. Gain block equal to damage dealt is kind of nice. With 5 potions, I feel like we can just upgrade. And we can upgrade... What is fisticuffs? I feel like upgrading brand is good enough. And we can fight Freddie Mercury. Okay. This is kind of... okay. So I don't want brand to exhaust any of these cards. So I feel like we can just do all of this and then brand... Oh, well, we can just exhaust this. This draws a card given that we have lost HP this combat. And then you know what? Draw a card, gain an energy. That's kind of one of the worst cards we could have drawn, but that's alright. Torchhead Amalgam. So you're kind of like the collector, because you spawn torch heads. Oh man, what was my... First 3 cards drawn each turn are afflicted with bound. Only 1 bound card can be played each turn. Anger, however, was not drawn this turn. It was put into my hand by aggression. So I want you to be vulnerable. Or I probably should have done that first, but definitely should be doing this to gain strength. And we don't really need to play those. I wonder how long this stays. Just forever? You also say you are mine like the collector does. Okay, once again, is this turn 3? Yeah, okay. I want you to be vulnerable. I want to make space for my battle trance. We can rage into fisticuffs to gain 12 block. We can exhaust basic defend. We can't draw additional cards this turn though. Kind of worried what sort of damage you're going to be doing. Upgrade all my cards. It'll be okay if this gets rid of feed, which it did. Can't play these. I can play this. I could play this. I'm saving this for when I'm taking a bunch and I have Colossus in hand. It concerns me that you have not been attacking thus far. Draw me a bunch of cards. Perfect. Do I have any vulnerable? I do. I am still chained. Definitely should have set up strike first. We can lose 1 HP to hit you hard. Seven by 5. Definitely give me a strength. We can get rid of this strike. You do 19 damage twice. Okay, well, I want you to be vulnerable. We can definitely exhaust a random attack. We're not dead here, so we can save. That's a lot of hands you got under there. Give me more strength. Draw me more cards. Rage me. Smack ya. Apply vulnerable. Have I lost HP this turn? I don't have a way to lose HP this turn, so there's really only one way to find out. Okay, Rage will do more for us than these defense will. I mean, especially given that we're not taking damage, so we can just do that. Ten by 5. Okay, so we are dead here. If we don't gain a ton of block or kill you. Definitely Brand. We can get rid of this bound pommel. Smack you, smack you, smack you. Flame barrier. I should have armaments first, and I didn't because I'm dumb. And you will be taking 30 damage from this, and I will be alive, like, just barely. And just barely is kind of an overstatement, but... Well, we discovered an epoch. The first run of Slay the Spire 2 went pretty well. The Archdemon's Thrall has arrived. Threaten, enemy, kill. Not much going on in the Ironclad's noggin. And he just hits us with the Biden blast. We've done 18 billion damage in the last 4 days to the Architects. Everybody total. But hopefully we got some good unlocks. Epoch unlocked. 9 experience, sorry, 5 experience off from unlocking 2 there. In the timeline, reveal epochs to unlock cards, relics, and much more. Mother of Resurrection, Meow, awakened from her slumber. Rise, champion. Again. Again. Meow will now greet you at the start of each run. Woo. Get all this new lore waiting to be unlocked. Oh no, that's all the lore we already have unlocked. The Ironclad, a warrior from a faraway land, entered the Spire. Driven by pure instinct and accursed blood, he has lost all reason and identity. All who prevent his ascent shall perish. So, like I said, not much going on in this noggin of his. Cards unlocked. This would have been cool. Molten Fist. Double the enemy just vulnerable. Okay. Gain 1 strength for each vulnerable on the enemy. Okay, so just more vulnerable synergy. Am I reading these backward? The Ironclad strength surges. I love the MS Paint placeholder art. The flames of the demonic pack course through his blood. Cuts and bruises heal rapidly. The Valley Guard are cleaved in two. The Desert Tribe are burned to a crisp. Windwalkers smashed into the ground, and even a familiar horde of aggressive bronze-cladded warriors are set ablaze with these exciting new flames. All of the Ironclad's enemies are shown no mercies. All of the Ironclads. Ironclad? Where is everyone? Ruined Helmet. The first time you gain strength each combat, double the amount gained? So this was before the one I just read. For centuries, war raged between the Ironclads and the Valley Guard. Driven by ambition, a young Ironclad ventures to the forbidden boundary and bargains with the sacred demon. Blood Potion. All cards containing strength gain 1 replay this combat. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand. So that's like a purity potion, but it's not called ash water. The Ironclad's rage cannot be tamed. Ascension difficulties can be activated when starting a run. Okay. Creon, the magnum opus, a void of nothingness, but then the world came into existence. It churned about and molded itself to that which tells stories. Along this journey lay a planet named Creon, a mere speck in this universe. They say that a great story about a spire took place there. So we now have the name of the planet upon which this game takes place. Every 10 cards you draw gain an energy. Start of your turn, transform 1 card in your hand. Play 2 random cards from your draw pile. So yeah, the Ironclad beat Act 3 3 times to reveal his epoch. The Pact, he signed his soul off for power, and that led to... Where is everyone? The Ironclads? So he gained a terrible strength and a madness that caused him to kill his entire tribe. News of the Spire's reopening makes its way to the Silent. She ferries a boat to the capital. So this is kind of interesting, and I've kind of been wondering about this because we saw Ranwood, and I was kind of wondering if canonically Slay the Spire 2 would be a prequel or a sequel. Ranwood's aging would suggest it to be canonically taking place after Slay the Spire 1, but it does say enters the Spire once more, so I guess that kind of cements it as being chronologically after the events of Slay the Spire 1. Look at all this lore! Look at all this lore! And I love the first game, you're just looking up at the spire from like about here, so all you see is the clouds and the spire ascending to unseen heights. But I love how we have this little island now, and it shows that there's a little town around the spire. And also multiplayer built into the vanilla game. But for now, that was a great first run of Slay the Spire 2 that was won. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know, the whole rigmarole. And regardless, I will see you next time. Thank you.